people want history. They crave.
Hello Eagles, my name is Owen and I'll be your anchor for this Friday. Let's kick off this week's show as we head over to Jonathan with your headlines.
Hey Eagles, this is Jonathan and welcome to your headlines. Here's a little world news for you guys. Environmental scientist Shauna Swan warns in her new book, Countdown, that increasing levels of phthalates, chemicals that make plastics flexible, are disrupting human endocrine systems, which is making babies' penises smaller. As of press time, we could not confirm that the 2021 rise in really big truck sales may be compensation for smaller packages. Gun buyers are pushing for the most guns sold this year for the second year in a row. This is due to people feeling like they need to protect themselves and their families, and due to the mass shootings, there might be a regulation which is making people buy guns like crazy nationwide. Americans purchased a record 21 million firearms last year, according to Small Arms Analytics and Forecasting, a research firm that tracks firearms, and now they are about to break that record again this year. Esther Azgueda, 32, and Adam Lopez, 27, were pulled over by Indiana State Police on Interstate 70 and were arrested Monday after Indiana State Police say they were caught with $2 million worth of narcotics. These narcotics came from Memphis, Tennessee. Authorities said that there were some indicators of criminal activity and the vehicle was searched, leading to the discovery of 134 pounds of crystal methamphetamine and 90 pounds of fentanyl. 90 pounds of fentanyl is enough to kill almost 5 million people. Starting Monday, May 3rd, the renovation of the multi-million-dollar elementary school construction begins. Something that created quite a few smiles during the D1 school board meeting was Superintendent Jones saying, we were able to sell our bonds with interest rates at an all-time low. This project is under budget with these factors plus the retirement and present debt. That means the tax rate for local schools will remain neutral. If your property taxes go up, it will not be this project affecting them. And finally, Faith and Sydney were the masters of ceremony at the 16th annual AHS Talent Show Wednesday night. The winner of the People's Choice Award will be announced at a school performance of the top acts. Time and place to be announced.
I'm Sydney.
And I'm Faith.
And we are your masters.
Keep it classy, Eagles. Good night, Austin.
The Flock Journalists present a new type of project this week as we have two community interest pieces. Let's head into these pieces as we start off with Kelsie in Earth Solutions.
So, what's your name?
Christina Royalty.
How long have you had this business?
We have owned and operated Earth Solutions since March of 2009.
What does your business do?
We are primarily trucking and excavating. So we've got triaxle and single axle dump trucks that haul, rock, sand, mulch. They do a lot of asphalt work on state roads. So we are affiliated with contractors that call us and say, hey, we need some asphalt, so we run with them every day. Okay, so the excavation side, they do a lot of septic systems, new systems. They do a lot of repairs on existing systems. They dig a lot of ponds, and they do a lot of grade work.
What inspired you to start the business up?
So in 2009, it was my husband and I had just gotten married, and it was kind of a hobby. So we went to Kokomo and we picked up this truck. It was a 1976 Chevy, and we put a dump bed on it in his uncle's garage. And that's kind of where we started. So we didn't start with all of the stuff that we have now. We started with a hobby.
Now we have Mr. Plasse on the old school auction.
Well, we're selling the contents that we've harvested. The benefits go to the SIO activities, which is coat and shoes, instruments for elementary kids, and to the alumni scholarship program for graduating seniors. Got a lot of stuff that we're selling. See, it's going out the door like hotcakes. We've just gotten started. We're an hour into it. We'll probably be here till 5 or 6 o'clock. We're going to sell all of the wood shop area, the home ec facility, and the laboratory, and all the contents of all the offices. You know, it's just a great day. We need to get this out of here and make room for the best elementary school in the state. Thank you.
So down here you have rooms, so you've got all the boilers, you've got tables, you've got rooms with wet sinks. Then we've got a home ec area, we've got screens, all the flat screen TVs. There's a boiler room, and there the safe ups. One man said he drove about 56 miles just to come and look at the safe. It kind of started as a love and passion for our hometown, and when we heard that, as you can see, they're already starting to take the lockers down. You know, people want history, they crave that, and so this is their opportunity. And with the Alumni Association, uses their money for scholarships and for other needs. It might be transportation for kids or something. And then the SIOTS, the Psi Iota Psi Beta Sigma chapter, which I belong to, we use the money, and all the money that we'll use it for provides coats, hats, gloves. We also sponsor scholarships for literature and the arts. We have instruments. I mean, you name it. Anything that we can do to help.
Next is Jonathan with his opinion on racial profiling.
Hello Eagles, this is Jonathan from the Flock News, and here today I'm going to talk about something that has been spreading around lately, and that is police shootings and racial profiling. That happens with the people that are supposed to protect us. I speak for everyone when I say that there has been way too many shootings and police brutality to everyone, but mostly black and Latino people. People like George Floyd, who died on May 25th, 2020, and Breonna Taylor, who died on March 13th, 2020. And Lieutenant Karen Nazaria, who had guns drawn on him and got pepper sprayed. 2020 and through 2021 has been the worst time for police brutality. In 2020, there were only 18 days in 2020 the police did not kill somebody. Out of 1,100 deaths due to police, 30% were black and 20% were Latino, and police are shooting black citizens at double the rate than what we would expect. That averages out to about 3 deaths a day due to police. We need to stop our police from brandishing their guns like toys and not a lethal weapon. With how many people are dying, all this is going to do is make black and Latino citizens afraid to even walk outside without the fear of being stopped by a cop. If you're making a traffic stop, don't instantly pull out your gun and start putting it in someone's face. That instantly scares them and makes them want to run away. You guys need to know your rights. So when a police officer is being bad to you and violating your rights, you need to know what right is violated so you can fight back against the bad cops. Not all cops are bad, but the bad make the good look terrible. Thank you, and back to your anchor.
Next up is my piece with voting suppression.
Hey Eagles, it's Owen here, and today I want to talk to you about voter suppression. The suppression of voting is nothing new here in our nation. For years upon years, voting has always caused some sort of problem, whether it's accusations of rewritten ballots, duplicate, or just simply thrown away ballots during the election process. Some states here have recently taken action against things like these and are making stricter policies for voting in the state. Just here recently, the state of Georgia passed a bill to make it illegal to give people food or drink while waiting in long lines to vote. In Pennsylvania, the state Supreme Court ruled that ballots mailed in without a secrecy envelope or hiding the identity of a voter would be declared invalid. My opinion on the whole voting thing. The main topic I'm going to be covering is the electronic voting machines. Those should just go. Machines can easily malfunction and miscount a ballot or duplicate a ballot without anyone having any knowledge of it. All votes throughout the entire U.S. should be manually counted by human people. Using electronics for voting is just as bad as using electronics for nearly everything nowadays. Electronics are given this role that they have a greater source of knowledge than humans do, and while that may be true, there are certain aspects of things that require human doings, such as counting ballots to decide who our next president can be. My name is Owen. Back to myself.
Seniors, we need to have a little talk right now. Are you listening to me? We have only 3 episodes left for you to share your senior moments with us. That's all for this week. Stay tuned and soar high, Eagles.